The hedgehog is such a cute, charming animal. Seeing him, it is impossible to keep a smile on his face and not be touched by his appearance. Everyone wants to cuddle him and immediately give him shelter. But not always the attitude of people towards these creatures was so favorable. In ancient times, the skins of dead hedgehogs were used to comb out the wool of sheep. Well, in our time, they can become a good option for a pet. In modern society, the acquisition of an exotic pet will not surprise anyone, including a hedgehog. They go along with common pets such as cats, dogs, hamsters, guinea pigs, and so on. Hedgehogs, like other animals, come in different breeds. Often, you can meet these creatures in the forest or in your summer cottage, but alas, taking it to your apartment is not the best idea. It is safer to visit a nursery or go to a special store. But still, most people, before buying this animal, are tormented by doubts. Is it worth getting it? This video will make it very clear all the benefits of keeping a hedgehog and will show the negative sides of coexistence with him. Pet hedgehog pros. Few people know that hedgehogs are predators, therefore, with its acquisition, you can forget about the worries associated with harmful rodents and insects, since in the wild they feed on mice, cockroaches, worms, caterpillars. The hedgehog is a very smart creature. He is easily trained and will eventually respond to his nickname. He can borrow the habits of his cohabitants. These animals are not picky in food. Their diet is almost everything the same as the diet of its owners, with the exception of raw meat. This is the main component for hedgehogs. In addition to it, hedgehogs eat vegetables and fruits, eat bread and enjoy milk, but it can be given in small quantities, and they will not mind tasting bloodworms. Hedgehogs are ideal pets for people suffering from allergic diseases, as they do not have wool. Hedgehogs are creatures that are resistant to potent substances, arsenic, sulima, etc., so if he finds stocks of household chemicals, there is a high probability that it will not harm him if he decides to eat it. These animals are perfect for people leading a nocturnal lifestyle, owls. They will be excellent companions for them, because they are nocturnal inhabitants. With proper care and nutrition, a hedgehog can become a long liver and be your companion, friend for 10 years, or even more, in contrast to living in its natural habitat, where its life expectancy is 5 years. It is easier to care for these creatures than, for example, a dog or a cat. They do not need to be walked, combed out, or constantly shedding wool is collected. Pet hedgehog cons. Hedgehogs are not suitable for those who already have pets, because they are loners and do not get along well with other animals and even with individuals of their own species, so if another inhabitant lives in the apartment, it is better to ensure their existence, excluding their contact. These pets are not intended for families with small children. They can injure or even bite the baby, because they do not like noise, sudden movements, and attempts to play with them. The most elementary games can infuriate the hedgehog and cause aggression with unpredictable consequences. Also, these cute creatures are carriers of various infectious diseases, including rabies and plague, which creates a danger to the health of their owners. A lot of harmful parasites live among the needles of the hedgehog, ticks, fleas, and since the hedgehog does not tolerate sanitization, it is very difficult to remove them. Difficulties may arise with the habitat, because freely walking around the apartment, the hedgehog will cause a lot of damage and may suffer. Therefore, it is necessary for him to equip a cage or an aviary of a rather large size so that he can move freely in it, and also a secluded place in the form of a nest will not interfere, which will create unnecessary inconvenience for the owners. You need to bathe hedgehogs at least once a month, and since they are afraid of water, although they swim well, this creates another difficulty, since they must first be accustomed to it. As mentioned earlier, these animals are nocturnal inhabitants and lead an active lifestyle in the dark, so for those who want to sleep peacefully at night, they are also not suitable. Like any pet, hedgehogs have an unpleasant smell, but if you clean the cage in time, change the bedding in the form of hay, sawdust, and provide them with proper nutrition, this can be avoided. Heavy smokers are contraindicated in contact with these animals, since hedgehogs do not tolerate tobacco smoke. The owners must know exactly the breed of their hedgehog, because for each of them there are certain environmental conditions. An African hedgehog is most suitable for keeping in an apartment, as it is less picky, is small in size and has a stable immunity to diseases. Hedgehogs do not tolerate damage to their body, wounds heal for a long time, from which they often get sick. They are also prone to eye diseases. Like any pet, a hedgehog needs to be vaccinated, so you can't do without going to the veterinarian at least twice a year. Do not forget that hedgehogs hibernate, before which they must gain enough nutrients, which their owner must take care of. If this is not taken care of in advance, then the hedgehog's biological rhythm may be disturbed, which is fraught with poor health, illness, and even death. Therefore, such painstaking care is not suitable for everyone in the modern rhythm of life. Before you bring such a pet into your family, you need to weigh the pros and cons well. Carefully consider all the nuances, how and where the pet will live, whether there will be enough time to care for and educate the hedgehog, what to feed. If you follow all the advice and instructions, he will find a home, become a good friend and a full member of the family. Are you thinking about getting a hedgehog? Let us know what you decide in the comments below. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a hedgehog, please share this with them. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.